Good morning, students. This is Math Session, 12th Standard, Chapter 3, Theory of Equations, Basics of Polynomial Equations, Vieta's Formulae and Formation of Polynomial Equations. Basics of Polynomial Equations. The function p defined by p of x. That is, this meaning is polynomial in terms of x. That is, an x power n plus an minus 1 x power n minus 1 plus etc. a1x plus a0. Here a0 represents the constant term. Is called a polynomial function. That is, p of x மட்டும் define பண்ணிருந்தாங்கன்னா அதுக்கு பேரு polynomial function. இதே இது equal to 0 ன்னு எழுதிருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னா this is called as the polynomial equation. Let us see some important remark points in this exercise. First one is polynomial functions are defined for all values of x. That is, polynomial functionsல இருக்கிற x க்கு பதிலா நம்ம என்ன வேல்யூ வேணாலும் substitute பண்ணலாம். That is referred as defined for all values of x. Second one is every non-zero constant, that is constant value, is a polynomial of degree 0. So constant termக்கு degree என்னவா இருக்கும்னா 0வா இருக்கும்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. Next one is the constant 0, that is the constant value is 0 means is also a polynomial called the zero polynomial. So எந்த ஒரு constant termமே இல்லைன்னா அது என்னன்னு சொல்லலாம்னா zero polynomial சொல்லலாம். Its degree is not defined. So அதுக்கு degree நம்மளால define பண்ண முடியாது. That is infinity. Next one is the degree of a polynomial is a non-negative integer, that is positive integer. So ஒரு polynomial ஓட degree ன்னு சொன்னோம்னா அது positive values ஆ மட்டும்தான் இருக்க முடியும். Next one is the zero polynomial is the only polynomial with leading coefficient 0. So already நம்ம இங்க பார்த்தோம் zero polynomialனா the constant value 0 தான் இருக்கும். அதோட coefficient என்னவா இருக்கும்னா 0 இருக்கும்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. Next one is polynomials of degree 2 are called quadratic polynomials. Degree வந்து 2 ன்னு இருந்ததுனா that is x squareல ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு பேரு quadratic polynomials. Next one is polynomials of degree 3 are called cubic polynomials. X cube ல ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயிருந்ததுன்னா அதுக்கு பேரு cubic polynomials. Polynomial of degree 4 are called quadric polynomials. That is x power 4 ன்னு ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயிருந்ததுன்னா அதுக்கு பேரு quadric polynomials. Quadratic equations. For the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, here b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant and is usually denoted by delta. So இது already நம்ம 10th ல படிச்சிருக்கோம் quadratic equations பத்தி. இதுல discriminant எதை சொல்லுவாங்கன்னா b square minus 4ac, it is denoted by the symbol delta. Okay, the two roots together are usually written as, that is roots x value கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா we are using this formula. Okay, that is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. If delta value is equal to 0, if and only if the roots are equal. Second one is delta greater than 0 if and only if the roots are real and distinct. Last one is if delta value is less than 0, that is negative value, if and only if the quadratic equation has no real roots. These are the concepts already we are learnt in the 10th standard. Vieta's formula for quadratic equations. For quadratic equations, we are having two roots. Let you have to take the roots as alpha and beta. Then alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. This is nothing but sum of the roots. Next, product of the roots is alpha beta is equal to c by a. Then the quadratic equation with the given roots is x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. So இதெல்லாம் ஏற்கனவே நம்ம 10th standardல படிச்சிருக்கிறோம். This is called as the Vieta's formula for quadratic equations. Let us see the example second sum in chapter 3. If alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 7x plus 13 equal to 0. If means given. So இந்த ஒரு quadratic equationக்கு alphaவும் betaவும் rootsன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. Then construct a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha square and beta square. So இப்போ question என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்கன்னா alpha squareம் beta squareம் roots இருந்ததுன்னா அதோட quadratic equation என்னவா இருக்கும்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Okay, let us see the solution. Since alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, we know that sum of the roots formula is minus b by a. So alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a means minus of minus 7 divided by 2. So we will get 7 by 2. And product of the roots formula is c by a. Here c value is 13, a value is 2. So 13 by 2. Now we are going to construct the equation for this alpha square and beta square. So for that sum of the roots is alpha square plus beta square. For that we are having formula alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So I have to substitute that values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta in this equation. After that simplification we will get minus 3 by 4. Next, product of the roots equal to alpha square into beta square. This may be written as alpha beta the whole square. So the answer is here 13 by 2 the whole square means 169 divided by 4. Now how to write the quadratic equation. For that the formula is x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. Isn't it? So in that formula how to substitute these values, we will get this answer. To remove this denominator 4, I have to multiply throughout by 4. So we will get 4x square plus here 3x plus 169. Here byல 4 வரும்போது that is multiply பண்ணும்போது இந்த divideல இருக்கிற 4லாம் cancel ஆயிடும். இந்த side 0 into 4 value is 0 ஆயிடும். That is one method. Or how to take the LCM and cross multiply. Whatever may be, the answer is 4x square plus 3x plus 169 equal to 0. This is the answer for this sum. Next we are going to see the fundamental theorem of algebra. Every polynomial equation of degree n greater than or equal to 1 has at least one root in C. That is, polynomial equation oda degree greater than 1 இருக்கும்போது definitely that equation has at least one root. Okay, in C means complex numbers. Or a polynomial equation of degree n has exactly n roots in C. That is, already நமக்கு தெரியும் இப்போ quadratic equation power 2 இருக்கும். 2 னு இருந்ததுன்னா definitely it has 2 roots. That is given here. Next we are going to see Vieta's formula for polynomial equation of degree 3. General cubic equation is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. So this is the general cubic equation. So we have 3 roots for this equation. We have to take the roots as alpha, beta and gamma. Then the equation will become ax cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square. That is nothing but sum of the roots plus this is sum of the product of the roots. That is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha into x minus these are product of the roots alpha beta gamma equal to 0. Here sum of the roots is represented as alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to minus b by a. So this is the formula to find the sum of the roots. Next one is sum of the product of the roots. That formula is c by a. And the product of the roots is minus d by a. Here coefficient of x square as minus alpha plus beta plus gamma. Coefficient of x's alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. And the constant term is minus alpha beta gamma. Vieta's formula for polynomial equation of degree n greater than 3. Now we are going to see for degree as 4. Okay. Summation alpha, that meaning is sum of the roots. If the degree is 4 means the roots are alpha, beta, gamma and delta. So sum of the roots is written as summation alpha. So that is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta. Next one is summation alpha beta, that is sum of the product of the roots, that is product of two roots, alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus alpha delta plus beta gamma plus beta delta plus gamma delta. The next one is summation alpha beta gamma, that is sum of the product of three roots, that is alpha beta gamma plus alpha beta delta plus alpha gamma delta plus beta gamma delta. The last one is summation alpha beta gamma delta, that is product of the roots, that is alpha beta gamma delta. This is the polynomial equation of degree 4. Okay. Next we are going to see example third sum in chapter 3. If alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of the equation x cube plus px square plus qx plus r equal to 0. If means given, so இங்க ஒரு cubic equation கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. அதோட roots என்னன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னா alpha, beta and gamma ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Find the value of summation 1 by beta gamma, that is reciprocal of the product of two roots. Here summation means sum. So sum of the reciprocal of the product of two roots, that is nothing but 1 by beta gamma plus 1 by gamma alpha plus 1 by alpha beta. So இங்க beta gamma ன்னு கொடுக்காம summation 1 by alpha beta ன்னு கொடுத்திருந்தாலும் இதுதான் எழுதணும், அல்லது 1 by gamma alpha ன்னு கொடுத்திருந்தாலும் இந்த terms தான் எழுதணும். Okay. So for this we want to calculate LCM எடுத்தோம் அப்படின்னா நியூமரேட்டர்ல alpha plus beta plus gamma ன்னு வரும், denominatorல alpha beta gamma ன்னு வரும். So that from the given data I have to find the sum of the roots. Here sum of the roots means alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to minus b by a. Here minus b, for that we are having here plus p. Here instead of a we are having 1, so the answer is minus p alone. Okay, next one is product of the roots, the last one minus d by a. Instead of d we are having r, so minus r by 1, so that is minus r. Next we have to substitute these two values in this equation, then we will get p by r alone. So for this sum, summation 1 by beta gamma answer is p by r. Next we are going to see formation of polynomial equations with given roots. Already நம்ம 10th standardல படிச்சிருக்கோம். If the two roots are given, then sum of the roots கண்டுபிடிக்கணும், product of the roots கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டு the quadratic polynomial equation, that is x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0 அப்படிங்கிற equationல substitute பண்ணோம்னா we will get that answer. Similarly we are going to do it for the three roots. A cubic polynomial equation whose roots are alpha, beta and gamma is, so இந்த மாதிரி 3 roots கொடுத்திருந்தாங்கன்னா நம்ம என்னென்ன கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா sum of the roots கண்டுபிடிக்கணும், next வந்து sum of the product of two roots கண்டுபிடிக்கணும், the last one is product of the roots. கண்டுபிடிச்சு how to substitute in this formula, that is nothing but x cube minus sum of the roots into x square plus sum of the product of two roots into x minus product of the roots equal to 0. Next we are going to see example fourth sum in chapter 3. Let us see the sum. Find the sum of the squares of the roots of a x power 4 plus b x power 3 plus c x square plus dx plus e equal to 0 where a not equal to 0. Here x power 4 means this is quadratic equation, that is power 4. So we are having 4 roots for this. Let us see the solution. You have to take the roots as alpha, beta, gamma and delta. Okay, for this equation. Then the sum of the roots is taken as summation 1. For that the formula is minus b by a. So here from this we can directly write minus b by a. Okay, because all the coefficients are a, b, c, d and e. Okay, next you have to take the sum of the product of two roots, that is taken as summation 2. That answer is here c by a. The next summation 3 is sum of the product of three roots, that is here minus d by a. That is in alternator minus plus வந்து மாறி மாறி வரும். The last one summation 4 is nothing but product of the roots. Here the last one is e by a. Okay, here we want to find the sum of the squares of the roots. Sum means plus, squares means here power as 2, roots means here alpha, beta, gamma and delta. So we want to find alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square. So already we are knowing this algebraic identity, a plus b plus c plus d the whole square equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus d square plus 2 into ab plus ac plus ad plus bc plus bd plus cd. So in this we want to find this answer alone. So இத ஃபுல்லா இந்த சைடு கொண்டுட்டு வந்துறணும். இந்த டேர்ம்ஸ் இந்த சைடு கொண்டுட்டு வந்துட்டோம்னா we will get this like this. Okay, in this how to substitute the sum of the roots, that is summation 1 value the whole square minus 2 into this is nothing but sum of the product of two roots. That answer is c by a. This 2 is here in the formula. Okay, so we will get b square divided by a square, that is this minus will become plus. This answer is 2c divided by a. How to take an LCM? So we will get the LCM as a square. So we will get b square minus 2ac divided by a square. So this is the answer for sum of the squares of the roots. Let us see the example fifth sum in chapter 3. Let us see the question. Find the condition that the roots of cubic equation x cube plus a x square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are in the ratio p is to q is to r. Okay, here in the ratio means நம்ம k ன்னு சொல்லி சேர்த்து எடுத்துக்கலாம். இங்க lambda ன்னு எடுத்திருக்காங்க. So assume the roots as p lambda, q lambda and r lambda. Here the coefficient of x cube is 1 and instead of b we are having a and instead of c we are having b, instead of d we are having c. Okay, so for that summation 1 means sum of the roots is minus b by a. Instead of that we are having minus of a divided by 1, so minus a. Summation 2 means sum of the product of two roots. That answer is c by a. Here instead of c we are having b by a value is 1, so b alone. Now to mark this as the equation number 2. Summation 3 means product of the roots. That answer is here minus d by a. Instead of that we are having minus c by 1, so we will get minus c. Now to mark this as the third equation. Now we are going to find the condition. Okay, so from the first equation you have to find the lambda value, that is you have to take the lambda as common, then you have to bring this p plus q plus r to this side in denominator. Okay, so lambda answer is minus a divided by p plus q plus r, and from the third equation you have to multiply this, means we will get p q r and lambda cube equal to minus c. Okay, so lambda cube answer is minus c divided by pqr. Then you have to substitute that 1 lambda value in 3. We will get this answer. We want to find the condition alone. So have to cross multiply and we will get PQR into A cube equal to C into, okay, P plus Q plus R the whole cube. These two minus will get cancelled. That is minus A the whole cube means we will get minus A cube. That minus and minus will get answer. So this is the condition that the roots of the cubic equation are in the ratio P is to Q is to R. Next we are going to see the example 6th sum in chapter 3. Let us see the question. Form the equation whose roots are the squares of the roots of the cubic equation x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So questionல வந்து என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா ஒரு cubic equation கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Now we are going to take the roots of this cubic equation as alpha, beta and gamma. நம்ம இப்ப எதுக்குரிய ஈக்குவேஷன் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணணும்னா இந்த ரூட்ஸோட ஸ்கொயர்ஸ் ஆஃப் த ரூட்ஸுக்கு ஃபார்ம் பண்ணணும். தட் இஸ் ஆல்பா ஸ்கொயர், பீட்டா ஸ்கொயர் அண்ட் காமா ஸ்கொயர்ங்கிறது ரூட்ஸா இருந்துச்சுன்னா அதுக்குரிய கியூபிக் ஈக்குவேஷன் என்ன இருக்கும்னு சொல்லி ஃபார்ம் பண்ண போறோம். For that, first from the given equation you have to find the summation 1. Here summation 1 represents the sum of the roots. That formula is minus b by a. Here instead of b we are having a. For that a coefficient 1, so we will get minus a. For summation 2 means sum of the product of two roots. That formula is c by a. Here instead of c we are having b. Okay, so b alone. Then summation 3 means product of the roots. That is alpha, beta, gamma. That formula is minus d by a. Here instead of d we are having c. Here instead of a we are having 1. So minus c alone as the answer. Now we are going to take the roots as alpha square, beta square and gamma square. So for this we have to find the summation 1. That is sum of the roots. That is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. So for that I have to use the algebraic identity. Alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus 2 into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Then you have to substitute that values from these three equations. Then we will get the summation 1 value as a square minus 2b. Then summation 2 means sum of the product of two roots. So we will get alpha square beta square plus beta square gamma square plus gamma square alpha square. So like the summation 1 have to use that identity to get this answer. Then we have to take the alpha beta as common in the second term. So we will get minus 2 into alpha beta gamma into beta plus gamma plus alpha. Then how to substitute that values from these three equations. We will get b square minus 2ca as the answer for summation 2. Next one is summation 3, that is product of the roots. That is alpha square, beta square and gamma square. This is nothing but alpha, beta, gamma the whole square. Then we will get minus c the whole square as c square. Then the required equation is x cube minus sum of the roots into x square plus sum of the product of two roots into x minus product of the roots equal to 0. Okay, இதுதான் இங்க சிம்பிள்ஸ்ல எழுதியிருக்காங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்ச இந்த summation 1, summation 2 and summation 3 values substitute பண்ணி எழுதிட்டோம்னா that is the required cubic equation. Next we are going to see the example 7th sum in chapter 3. Let us see the question. If p is real, p value is real value that is given, discuss the nature of the roots. So in nature of the roots கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னாலே we have to use the discriminant formula, that is delta equal to b square minus 4ac of the equation 4x square plus 4px plus p plus 2 equal to 0 in terms of p. So இந்த p ஓட value depend பண்ணி nature of the roots discuss பண்ண சொல்லியிருக்கிறாங்க. So let us see the solution. Discriminant value is b square minus 4ac. So இங்க இருந்து coefficient of x square a ன்னு எடுத்துக்கணும், coefficient of x b ன்னு எடுத்துக்கணும், constant term c ன்னு எடுத்துக்கணும். So here the constant value c is p plus 2. Okay, then you have to substitute in this formula b square minus 4ac, then we will get 16 into p square minus p minus 2, then you have to factorize this, we will get 16 into p plus 1 into p minus 2. Okay, then we have to discuss the value in terms of p alone. So from these two we can find p value is equal to minus 1 and this p value is equal to 2. Okay, so we get delta less than 0. Less than 0 means negative answer. So when we are getting the negative value is the p value is greater than minus 1 and less than 2, then this value is less than 0. When we will get delta value is 0, either this value is equal to 0 or this value is equal to 0. That is, either this value p value is equal to minus 1 or p value is equal to 2. The last one is delta greater than 0. When we are having greater than 0, that is this p value is minus infinity to minus 1 or 2 to infinity. Okay, so the given polynomial has imaginary roots, that is less than 0 means imaginary roots for p value is greater than minus 1 but less than 2, and equal real roots if p value is equal to minus 1 or p value is equal to 2, and distinct real roots if p value is lies between minus infinity to minus 1 or 2 to infinity. Okay, thank you students.